on this computer. All right, Kira and Libby, thank you so much for your patience. Welcome everyone, good evening. It is Barbara, Alfonzo, and Jesicca, Aloha, and we're beautiful cousins. That's why we look alike. And Tuesday nights, for the past few months now, I think since like June, July, I think July, we've been doing classes every Tuesday. And we're calling them Healthy, Sexy, Green Living with Essential Oils. So we're both health coaches. We both love and all things healthy, all things sexy, and all things green. And today's class is called Hella Clean, Green Clean. So we're going to be sharing with you how we clean with essential oils and why is that important and why is that something that you should start to think about. So just so that you guys have a little bit of a background, those of you who don't know us. So those of you on Facebook, just so that you know, we are also on Zoom and we are giving priority to our Zoom kind of screen here so that we can see everybody and chat with them. I do have an extra screen here for Facebook. So if you have any questions or anything like that, as I'm sharing information, feel free to ask here, but I'm not going to be as active with that. So if you do want to be on our Zoom, can you share the Zoom link on that?
So I'm trying to start a watch party here, but I'm not.
It's not showing up?
No.
Well, it's okay.
So
we can just let it
here.
Be. We can just let it be. Okay. It's all good. Somewhere in there in my feed on Facebook, there's a way for you to
I'll post
get on
the link
this.
in a few minutes for you
get
guys.
on this. All right. So we're going to share with you a little presentation that we've created. And we're going to go along with that. We're going to view full screen. All right. Green cleaning with essential oils. I'm Barbara. I'm a green living advocate. I created, the name of my business is called Healthy, Sexy, Green. The healthy is for all things nutrition and movement, healthy body, mind, spirit. And the sexy, it's all about mindset, accountability, the way that we're showing up, our character. So it's not so much about, the way that we look externally, but more of our essence. And a lot of that comes from our mindset. And then green is all about using products that are sustainable for your body and for the environment at large. Being green, it's about being aware and conscious of the purchases that you're making and how those products, those things are having an effect on your health and the environment at large. I'm a holistic health coach. That means that I don't only look at the health with the things that you're eating, but also the things that you are putting on your skin, that you're breathing in, and then everything else in your life that's affecting your health, like relationships or physical activity, spirituality, and of course, nutrition. I'm also a yoga teacher and a doTERRA wellness advocate. When we talk to you today about essential oils and green cleaning products that we advocate for, they are doTERRA products.
And
how do I go to next?
Some people here.
Oh, there you go.
All right. I'm Jesicca, Barbara's cousin, as she was mentioning. I'm also a holistic health coach. We kind of started our journey around the same time, 7 years ago or so. And it's just been really amazing to grow together in this journey and helping so many of you, so many people live a healthier lifestyle. I'm also a yoga teacher, a fitness coach, and I've been doing this for about 10 years now, and I'm super passionate about helping people how to find their flow, how to find the way that they enjoy living a healthy lifestyle. I became a wellness advocate about 3 years ago after I heard my friend Megan Newmans speak about this amazing essential oils. I was already using essential oils, and I was just really drawn to the way that she was really passionate about this specific brand, and I decided to go along with her in the journey, and it's been an amazing journey. I love that I can make my own cleaning products using essences of the earth, plants, flowers, and there's so many beneficial side effects from using this plant, from using this resins and essences of the earth that I just absolutely love it. And so we are super excited to share with you all our tips and tricks on how to reduce toxic load in the house, because it's everywhere. All the products that we use have some kind of toxins, chemicals in them. So we want to reduce that as much as possible, because they're affecting our health, they're affecting our emotions, they're affecting our bodies, and not only us, but our families and friends. So we want to share this information to as many people as we can. So
yes, thank you, Jess.
You're welcome.
So with that, what we're going to talk to you about today, like she said, we're going to talk about the toxic load. We're going to talk about xenoestrogens and why you should know about these, what are essential oils and how to use them for cleaning, and we're going to share with you some recipes. So what is toxic load? My journey in really being aware of the products that I'm using on my skin and to clean my house really started in one of the classes that I took at the Institute for Integrative Nutrition, which is how we both became certified nutrition holistic health coaches, and is understanding that it's not only about the foods that we're eating and exercising and, you know, taking care of our mind, but the products that we are using every single day, from our toothpaste to our deodorants to all the products that we're using
air
to clean our home.
fresheners, cleaning our cars. I mean, there's so many things. Nail polish. There are so many things when you start to really think about it. And each one of those things could have hundreds and hundreds of different chemicals.
So then we learn about toxic load. What is that? Toxic load refers to the volume of toxic substances that have been accumulated in your body at any given time, and the overall burden it places on the body systems and vital organs. So I want you to think about that, you know, there are three ways that we absorb these toxins. We're absorbing them through our skin, we're absorbing them through breathing in, what we're inhaling, what we're breathing in, and also what we're eating and drinking. This is where these toxins are kind of hanging out. And, you know, to be honest, this is kind of like one of the last things that people kind of think about, but it's one of the first things you really want to start to think about, because one of the things is that this toxins have something called xenoestrogens, which are chemicals that mimic estrogen in the body. And so you're taking these toxins and your body thinks that it has estrogen, and it really doesn't. And so it has this excess estrogen, is not creating the natural estrogen that you should be creating. And then it starts to wreak havoc in your health and start to give you endocrine system problems. Okay. So think of your body. I don't want to think of your body, you know, like a trash can, but imagine like we're taking in, you know, like when you fill up, you're putting things in a trash can, it fills up, right? And then all of a sudden it just trash starts coming out. It can't take anymore. So our body is the same way, right?
I see it as a bank. I like to deposit money in the bank. So all the good things.
All right. So I'm not saying your body is a trash can. I just imagine a trash can. Right. And you're putting things, and when it's full, it starts coming out. In the same way, where our body is full of these toxins that we've been putting in since we were kids, right? It's just an accumulation. Like it says here, it's an accumulation. It's not like you're gonna use this toxic cleaner and then, you know, oh my God, you're gonna be sick, you're gonna have something going on. You might, you know, a lot of people have allergic reaction. That's why there's a lot of those things in the back of these cleaning products, like avoid, you know, touching with the eyes, whatever. So what happens is that you start to accumulate all these toxins. And by the time you're like in your 20s, in your 30s, you start to have hormonal issues, endocrine disruption. You start to have issues with weight gain, with your skin.
Even body odor can also be a product of a lot of toxins in your body.
Mm-hmm. And also, again, so you've been accumulating, and all of a sudden the body starts to react in a certain way. So you start to have issues like we just talked about. And that is the same way that, let's say the trash can, it's overflowing, it's coming out. And in that way, stuff starts coming out of our body. Like you say, body odor, we might have skin stuff, acne.
Thyroid problems. I see people with thyroid problems all the time in their late 20s. And if we're eating well and we're not putting so many toxins in our body, we shouldn't have all these issues. Why is all of this happening? We really got to pay attention.
So if you are someone that's looking to weight gain and you've done all the things, you're like, oh my God, I'm exercising and I'm eating right and I have a health coach for this and da. If the topic of toxins in your skincare products, toxins in your home are not talked about, then that could be the missing piece. If you're like, I can't lose this last 10 pounds, or I'm doing all the things, but I still have this health issue. Okay. think of reducing your toxic load. Reduce your toxic load. Okay. So,
Yay.
green living is about upgrading the things that you can control so that you worry less about the ones that you can't. All right. So, what are some things that we can't control? Like the outside environment, the pollutants out in the air, big kind of things that there are things that you can't really do much about. Actually, we can. If we get into politics, we start to change, which are people, there are people out there doing that. They're changing policies and they're fighting for us so that these toxic ingredients are regulated. But they are things that you can do right away, which is the things that you can control in your home. The products that you're using for your skin, the products that you're using to clean your home. And today we're going to focus on the things that you can use to clean your home. 3 chemicals that you want to be aware of. Now, there are many we can talk about, but we're going to focus on these 3 major ones to think about with the cleaning products that you're using in your home.
This is a big one, Triclosan. Triclosan is an antibacterial. They use it on antibacterials as antifungal agent found in toothpaste, soap, detergents, toys, and surgical cleaning treatments. Consider a hormone disruptor. This one is super dangerous and it's on every single hand sanitizer that we are currently using. And as you guys know, we are using a lot of hand sanitizers everywhere we go, and they all smell different. They have different fragrances. So just really think about that.
So what does it mean? Endocrine disruptor. Your endocrine system, okay, is the system that where all of your glands are in. So we've got, our sex organs, we've got the pancreas, the liver, which the liver is our main detox organ. We have the thymus gland, which has to do with immunity. We have our thyroid, which is pretty much controlling a lot of the hormones that are going to all the other organs. We have our pituitary, pineal, hypothalamus. So a lot of the glands in these glands are in charge of releasing hormones, okay? So if a chemical is an endocrine disruptor, that means that it's disrupting your endocrine glands, which means is disrupting your hormones, and your hormones are directly connected to your emotions and your
skin,
blood sugar. It's directly connected. Directly connected to your microbiome. There's so much going on here with your hormones. So think of endocrine disruptors. They're disrupting your hormones, and your hormones, it's part of your chemical system. And in that is affecting your mood and affecting emotions, affecting blood sugar levels, affecting your organs of elimination, affecting the thyroid. Then we've got, and then again, those are found in soaps, detergents, toys, like you said, even toothpaste. So you would look at the ingredients of the products that you have at home and notice if they have triclosan and think twice about that. See, is it worth for me to keep adding this kind of chemical? Remember that load that you're adding to your body. Now, the other one's phthalates, and these are chemical compounds used to soften vinyl and form PVC. For construction, automobiles, cosmetics, and so much more. They're found in toys, vinyl flooring and wall coverings, detergents, lubricating oils, food packaging, pharmaceuticals, blood bags and tubing, personal care products such as nail polish, hairsprays, aftershave lotions, soaps, shampoos, perfumes, and other fragrance preparations. So anything that has a fragrance, think of that as like a chemical cocktail, because behind it could have any ingredients, and there are no regulations that says that you need to put that on the label. You can just put fragrance, and there can be many chemicals behind fragrance. One of them is usually going to be phthalates, all right? So be really aware of that. You're going to start to see a lot of products that are coming out now that say phthalates free, triclosan free. And you want to ask, why are products now coming out saying phthalates free? Okay, why would they take that out? What is the thing? Because we're asking for it. And then my other question is, those companies that are doing that, I know that they're trying to do their best, but they still have the other products that still have the phthalates. Why can't you just kind of go cold turkey and change it? Well, I know that's a whole other issue, but anyway. Then we've got chlorine.
Chlorine kills bacteria. It is a disinfectant and it's used to treat drinking water and swimming pool water. It is also used to make hundreds of customer products from paper to paints and from textiles to insecticides. About 20% of chlorine produced is used to make PVC.
Okay, so chlorine in water. So that's another really important thing. Where are you getting your water from? Are you getting tap water? Tap waters usually have chlorine. Okay, so be aware. Another really good thing, and this could be a whole other class that we can do. It's about filters for your water. But also, if you have a pool, okay, you're also taking in chlorine from that. If you're using like bleach, chlorine, things like that to clean your home, you're breathing that in. Usually in chlorine, you don't want to be touching it directly with your skin.
Which is kind of crazy because when we go into a pool or a jacuzzi, I actually did this experiment where I put filtered water and water with chlorine, pool water. I put my finger in both of the cups and then we tested the water. And the one that had chlorine did not have chlorine anymore because my finger absorbed all the chlorine. So when we're going into these pools, if you smell, we like to stand in tree pose.
Standing in tree pose.
Bumping the knee. But yeah, your body would tell you, wow, this water smells really strong. It's probably not good for you. And you start itching and major toxic load.
No more knee. All right, why isn't it going to the next? There you go. All right, so toxic for leaving. Two major sources of toxins that we're exposed to, again, are household products and our personal care products. These two, you have full control over what you allow in your home and in your body. And this is what we are wanting to inspire in you, that you pay attention to that if you're not yet. And we're going to give you resources and tools to how to make that transition easy.
To make the swap, because we're already buying all these products, right? But it's about where are we putting our money? Who are we
supporting?
Who are we supporting?
Voting
right?
for with our dollars.
Exactly. With our actions.
Mm-hmm. All right. So this is where essential oils come in. Why do we use essential oils? Well, because they are 100% natural, they are safe. And if you kind of look at a lot of the over-the-counter, let's say like your, whatever you will find at your Walgreens or Publix or whatever to clean your home, a lot of them have like lemon scent or whatever, lavender scent, whatever scent. A lot of them are just like,
fragrances.
Spring, like something that's not like an actual plant.
Mm-hmm.
Those really need to be like, it's probably a synthetic fragrance.
Ocean breeze.
Ocean breeze, exactly.
So good, and they're trying to imitate the real thing.
Exactly.
And it's not.
But usually you find a lemon, and it's usually going to be a synthetic oil. Okay. And so again, when we're using 100% natural essential oils, we're looking at the most natural, most pure and potent oil. But you usually find lemon in a lot of the cleaning oils. So you can simply just have a lemon oil. And with this little oil, you can use it not only for cleaning your home, but also for yourself, your own health. And the cool thing is that they are effective, but not only that, but they're affordable, because there are 250 drops in this 15 milliliter bottle, and you're only really going to need 1 to 2 drops.
Depending on what you're doing. For example, I use lemon oil to make wood cleaner. If you can go back and think about Pledge, what does it smell like? They say lemon, it's got lemon in it, lemon, wild orange. I make my own with olive oil, wild orange, lemon, and it actually works better than Pledge, and I don't have to smell the fumes and other toxins when I'm sitting down to enjoy my dinner. So yeah, definitely.
Exactly. All right. And that brings us to the 3 ways that we use them, which is the same 3 ways. Earlier, I told you there are 3 ways that we're taking in toxins every single day: through the skin, through what we're breathing in, through the nose, and then through the mouth, what we're eating. Okay. And those are the same 3 ways that we get to use essential oils. And we use them through the skin, topical, we inhale them, and then only doTERRA essential oils we advocate for taking internally when necessary. This is a way to, through using a diffuser by smelling smelling them.
So if you guys have any of those old school plugins, get rid of them right away. Diffusing essential oil is the way to go.
All right, so let's go into the first way, diffusing or inhaling an essential oil. So the cool thing is, think of like, let's say you're using whatever, some Clorox or Lysol or whatever, and let's say you're in your shower. I like to clean my shower when when I did my hair or something right after, when I have my conditioner on, I take that moment to clean my shower. Now, I would, in the past, before I knew this information, I couldn't do that. Because to start spraying, what did I do? Scrub bubbles or whatever it is that I use, like the 99-cent cheapest thing that I could find on Publix, because that's just like, and that's another thing to think about. Are we buying this cleaning products because it's what our parents bought, what we're used to from that, or because, it's something that we research, that we know that that we like. So that's another thing to think about.
That's a big one.
So, but now, because I make my own DIY, and it's like an aromatherapy experience.
It is an aromatherapy
I use eucalyptus, I use lemon, and it just smells so good as I'm cleaning my bathtub. So it's a really, it's an aromatherapy experience for me as I'm cleaning my bathtub.
Instead of having to use gloves and a mask like I used to when you're cleaning.
Exactly.
It's an aromatic, it's a whole experience.
Awesome. So again, you can use them in diffusing oil. So like you said, if you use plugins, those plugins are first of all, they're using electricity.
Toxic.
Second of all, that's a lot of plastic that's going to be going into the garbage when you're like not using it anymore.
The pile that we can't see.
And then what's being diffused is a synthetic fragrance. Okay, and that's being diffused into your home all day long. You're breathing that in. If you have pets, you want to be thinking about them. Okay, and if you're, now that we're home all day long, if you're kind of breathing that in, whether that's in your home or in a store at work, think about the synthetic fragrances that you're taking in, these toxins, these phthalates and parabens that are in those plugins and things like that. Think of your Febreze. What are some things that you use for the air? How can you start to shift that into using essential oils? Again, you can have a diffuser. If you are someone who uses like scented candles, that's another kind of scented thing that you use for the air, a diffuser. Okay.
I get my candles fragrance free, just the candle. And because I like the element of fire, I like the light, and then I just diffuse the essential oils, or I'll use a spray, which I'm going to show you guys how to make.
What about when that candle is on and you see the hot wax? They're right about putting essential oil there. Would that create a fire?
If you put it directly on the fire, it may sparkle a little bit, but no, it won't.
No, like on the wax that's melted.
Yeah, no, it won't create a fire.
I think that could be a way too. Hey, those of you who are making candles, that's a really cool thing to do. Instead of using synthetic fragrances, I think if you have like a candle making business, something that would set you apart and kind of like make your product a little more high end is using doTERRA essential oils to scent your candles.
So one thing is to use the essential oil once the wax has cooled down a little bit, because if we heat up the oil too much, it can, just like every other oil, it can damage the essence of the oil, that specific oil.
Cool. Awesome. What are other ways that we can use essential oils and start to swap some of the things that we might be using, like creating your own spray? So like if you're using linen sprays or Febreze, for your couches and things like that, we're going to share with you a recipe for that.
And I just want to give out just share this book. This is where I get a lot of my recipes from. This is like the Bible of essential oils, and here you can see we have a lot of different
all-purpose cleaner, household cleanser spray, wood polish, DIY deodorizer, carpet stain remover, all-purpose cleaning spray,
grill cleaner, leather cleaner, dusting spray. I mean, there's so many. Your window cleaner, mold and mildew preventer, cleaning the kitchen. It's a lot of fun.
A lot and really beautiful photos.
There you go.
Clean. Okay, so it's called the Essential Life Book, and it's the 6th edition, the latest edition. Always get the latest edition that you can. All right. So that's mostly, how you use essential oils, topical when you're using them for your skin, and then internal when you're using them for internal use. We can do that in water. We can do that in a capsule. But again, because we're focusing on cleaning, let's just kind of move forward, not touch on that so much. So make the swap. Okay. So didn't we show this already before?
No.
That's when you and I were going through
Yeah.
it. All right. So we've got an awesome concentrate here. It's called the doTERRA OnGuard Cleanser Concentrate. So doTERRA has a line called OnGuard, which is the protective blend. It's a blend of essential oils that their chemical constituents support protection, support immunity. So it supports protection against environmental threats. So this is a concentrate. You use tablespoons per, like 2 to 3, 4, 5, depending how concentrated you want to make it. And then you add like 12 to 16 ounces of water. So this full of water, and then 2 to 3 tablespoons of this. That can give you an all-purpose cleaner. It can give you for your dishes, for your bathroom, for your floors as well. So
and it's super concentrated. So most of the time, less is more. You want to start with less.
Yes.
And then if you need to add more, add more. Because if you put too much, you really don't need to. If you put too much, you'll notice that you put too much.
So again, we talked about we're using a lot of soap lately. Mm-hmm. We're washing our hands a lot. So if you have one of those hand soaps that have Triclosan in it, maybe you want to start to think about swapping that. And then we have the OnGuard foaming hand wash, which comes like this with 2 pumps. And then this gives you enough to fill those 2 pumps.
And I want to mention something. If you guys, if you don't have, let's say you don't have the OnGuard, there's another soap that you can use, is Castle soap here, and it's almost the same thing but without the OnGuard blend. So this is another option for some of you, but why not get them from doTERRA when you can start to earn points? And we'll talk about that a little bit later, because when we buy all these products in other stores like Amazon, we don't really get rewarded for doing that. But with doTERRA, it's one of the things that I like the most is like, I am making the switch. I use a lot of my products that I was already using, that I was buying at the store. I buy them from doTERRA. I know they're better for me. They feel better. They smell better. And I'm earning points to then get the oils that I really like, that are really, really special and really expensive.
All right, so then we talked about if you have used scented candles or those clay pluggings or Febreze, things like that, what can you start to shift? We can use a diffuser instead. And then detergent that you're using to clean your home, there is also a detergent that you can use. So here's the whole OnGuard line. So here's the thing. You can, if you're like, you know what, I'm not too much into doing it myself and doing my own, which is we're going to go into next. I'm not too much into that. I just want the product already there made for me. All right. So here's the OnGuard foaming hand wash. You've got a hand wash, you got a detergent for your clothing. If you're someone that's using like Tide and this kind of like, again, I call them over the counter, super colorful, right? Tide is like super blue, so it has this coloring in it, and the smell stays in it forever. It's just something to start to look at. I think the OnGuard smells so good.
It smells so good.
Toothpaste rather. It's fluoride free. So we talked earlier about some of the toxins, and fluoride is one of them. We've got
did you know that of course you do know, they added some new oils to the toothpaste. They added myrrh, and they added spearmint, I believe, and peppermint, because it tastes like cinnamon. It's got a lot of cinnamon and clove.
Because that's the oils.
The brand.
What are the oils in? I'm testing you right now. What are the oils in OnGuard?
Okay, we have wild orange. We have rosemary, clove. What else?
Yeah. Cinnamon. Eucalyptus. Mm-hmm. So the story goes that back in the day with the Black Plague, the thieves had these herbs on them, okay, these oils on them, and they weren't getting sick. So that's a story that we've heard about the mix of these oils. But when you look at the chemical constituents of these oils, again, they're the cleansers, they're the protectors. And that's why they've made it part of the protecting, the cleansing line. There's a mouthwash, and we have a
hand sanitizer,
which is spray. I order them every month.
Every
I
month.
gift them, and they're in all of my bags, all of my purses in the car.
Car freshener.
And then there's the essential oil that you can diffuse. You can use topical, and you can also use internal for the OnGuard essential oil. So those are already created for you. And then we get into green cleaning and the kind of like DIY, do it yourself. Okay. So we're going to be sharing this with you, you guys. Those of you who are on the Facebook, the way that you can get this PDF is just to connect with us. Just send me a private message with your email and I'll email it to you. Everybody who signs up through our registers through our Zoom gets our the recordings, and then any kind of PDFs that we share, we send it to you via email. Okay, so here's a sample of how to make your own air freshener, an all-purpose spray, tea tree toilet cleaner, toilet bombs. Those are the ones that you put for the water when you flush, grime and grease remover, a dish soap, and a soft scrub cleanser. Okay, and now if we want to share, how do you actually make those? So I'm going to stop sharing this just for a moment. And then,
do we have any requests? Type in the chat if there's anything that you would like me to make first. Could be a wood cleaner, the all-purpose cleaner, air freshener, deodorizer for the house. Because I have a lot of things here. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to make them all, but
so this is good if you're like looking at this. You can take kind of like a screenshot of this so that you have it as a picture on your phone. But just know that we are going to send you this. If we have your email, you're going to get a copy of this. And then for those of you on the Zoom, we're just going to share it with you right away.
So I'm going to start with the all-purpose cleaner. If you can can I put this here for a moment? Can you call out the ingredients? So we have 1 cup of distilled water. So distilled water has been stripped from all of the minerals. So distilled water is not something that you want to drink. It's really great for disinfecting, for cleaning. I don't have distilled water, but I do have strong acidic water. It's pH 2.5, which is a disinfectant. And so I'm going to use that, and it calls for, this is a 16-ounce bottle. I'm going to put half of the bottle of water. I have a little funnel here. Okay. Whoop. And it also calls for vinegar, distilled vinegar, which is also acidic. Okay, and then we're gonna do the other half. So we can do 1 cup of water, 1 cup of vinegar. And I'm really good at eyeballing things, so I know that I put 1 cup of vinegar, and now I have 1 cup of water. Okay, and let's say you want to use OnGuard and add.
We're doing the all-purpose cleaner. Okay.
Right. So as you see in some of the recipes, they recommend different oils. The beauty about making your own is that you can choose what you want in yours. So because we love the OnGuard protective blend, we are going to use that. I'm going to add a little bit more clove because we are entering the holidays and I really like that smell. And clove is a protector. So how many drops does it call for the all-purpose cleaner? You can play around with whatever you want to add. I would recommend 10 drops of each. Okay, can you help me put in the drops here, love?
How many?
Give me 10 drops of those.
How many did you do already?
3. So this one's going to be nice and strong, but I like it that way. It smells so good. And then I'm going to add the OnGuard concentrate cleaner. And so for the all-purpose, we want 2 tablespoons.
2 tablespoons.
So we have here a little funnel. I'll do 1 and 2. And we just make our own. Okay,
that's it?
That's it.
Did you do OnGuard as well?
No.
Okay, I just did clove.
So when we are using doTERRA essential oils, this is a meditation experience, right? You want to Take a look at the drops, just tilted, just like so. About 10
How many are you doing?
drops.
10.
10 drops. Add, and you shake. And I put the sticker here. It says all-purpose cleaner. So pretty much this is what my cabinet looks like. I have all my different cleaners that I've made myself.
And the cool thing is that it's not only going to be good for her health because right as we clean, we're cleaning the counter, we're putting our food there, our hands there. She's also breathing it in. Not only that, but she's going to keep reusing that glass bottle, and she's not going to be throwing away all these plastic bottles if you just keep buying more of the same product. Okay, so
and another thing to keep in mind is that the plastic has also toxins, and the oils, because the oils are so strong. So if you think, oh, maybe I can reuse my bottle, my plastic bottle, yes and no, because the oils are so strong, they're going to strip away some of those toxins. So it's best to just invest in your glass bottles, and you can reuse them over and over again.
Mm-hmm. What else we got?
All right, I really like the wood cleaner, you guys. So I like to share this recipe. So it calls for half water, half olive oil. So we're gonna use the same. And some recipes call for vinegar. I actually haven't done it with vinegar. I prefer without the vinegar. So that's something that you can also play around with and choose. So
half a cup?
Yep.
Half a cup of olive oil.
Playing chemist.
Yay. Let's go here.
Good. And we're gonna do lemon. So if you can start adding the lemon on the oil, Barbie, if you can help me.
Right here?
Yes.
Ooh.
So
how much? How many drops?
Okay, so the recipe.
Wood. 1 16-ounce glass spray bottle, 1 mini stainless steel funnel, 1 cup olive oil. You did half a cup though.
So you're gonna do 50.
Half cup distilled water. 30 drops lemon oil, 10 drops orange. 30 drops. 1, 2, 3.
But because
4.
we're doing half, do 15. And then
that was not very meditative. That was more like, I'm gonna dance with that essential oil.
That's right. That's right. And it calls for wild orange or any citrus oil. So I'm gonna use grapefruit. Look at the color. It's orange. So pretty. All right.
I think it's stuck. It's not going anywhere.
Okay, so squeeze it. Give it a little squeeze.
Yay! And it's like milking a cow.
And then we're gonna add the water, distilled water.
Is it distilled water or is it the water that the 2.5?
I'm using the 2.5.
The Kangen 2.5 acidic water.
And that's another topic for another class. I'm going to invite my really good friend. She is an expert in water technology, and we'll send you an invitation. But I would love to share with you guys why I use alkaline water, and give you the opportunity to get some if you want some. If you want to have a system.
So this would replace, if you use Glade to clean your wood, you would replace it with this.
So I like to use a cap instead of the spray because water and oil don't mix very well. Don't mix. So sometimes it gets stuck
in the spray.
In the spray. So I like to shake it before I'm going to use it and just put a little bit on the cloth.
I have a specific cloth for wood. Exactly. It's like a wood cloth.
Yeah, and your wood's gonna be shiny for way many more days than pledge. Pledge is like you have to keep reapplying, and there's probably a reason why.
And remember, you're putting it in that spray, you're breathing it in, all the toxins. Right. I mean, just take a moment. If you have these products at home right now, go ahead and grab them. Go to your kitchen, go grab your things, and start to read the ingredients. So start to get used to being an ingredient snob.
Just paying attention.
Just aware of the ingredients, because you know what? You matter. Your health matters. The health of your family matter. And you need to start to pay attention to these things. Okay.
So now we're gonna do window cleaner. So ditch the Windex.
Oh my God, Windex.
Ammonia. This is so, it smells so bad. It's terrible.
Color number, whatever.
I can't.
Blue number, whatever.
Okay, so we're gonna do the distill vinegar. What else is it called for? I think alcohol. Can you read? It's the next page.
Window and mirror cleaner. 2
Mhm.
cups water. 2 tablespoons white vinegar. 2 tablespoons rubbing alcohol. And 5 drops of peppermint essential oil.
All right, so I put way too much vinegar.
And that's gonna happen, you guys.
Yeah, we're
2 cups water. 2 tablespoons of vinegar.
all right.
Okay.
And then where's the water? Okay. Can you help me with the water?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get the peppermint.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What's in there? You left like 2 tablespoons of vinegar in there? That's more than 2 tablespoons.
Yeah, but you know what? My parents used to, back in the day, or my grandmother, she used to clean the windows with vinegar.
Yeah,
straight up
and
vinegar.
newspaper, right?
So yeah, so you can modify.
Type in the chat if you ever clean your windows with vinegar and newspaper, please.
I bet you, Diana. Oh man, those were the days, right? Go get your newspaper.
So put the water, the vinegar, and then we've got rubbing alcohol, 2 tablespoons, and 5 drops of peppermint.
Rubbing alcohol. This is really hard to get nowadays.
Why? Oh, because everybody's.
How many tablespoons?
2.
Okay. Is this oil? Oh yeah, we can use that same one. So that's 1. That's 2. All right. Not too much because this is like gold right now. Okay, and then peppermint. How many drops of peppermint? 5 drops of peppermint. So now cleaning your windows is a completely different experience than cleaning your windows with Windex. There you go.
Yes.
Shake.
Shake, shake, shake. And this is really cool experiment to do with your kids. You know, if those of you parents staying at home with kids and it's like, okay, teach them. They're not teaching them in school. This is an amazing opportunity, you guys, for you to teach your children. So this is like my thing why I want to do this is so that I can teach women, you know, even if you don't have kids, but you have this information when you're ready to have kids. Now you have this information that you can pass down to them, okay? And you can use this opportunity when they're home to teach them about this stuff. All right, and then you can have them make the products and everything. They like to play and use the stuff that you're using. So why not also employ a little bit of child labor there?
All right, so now I'm gonna make, this is my favorite to make. This is a bathroom deodorizer spray. Everyone must have one of these in the bathroom.
So this is for one after you poop?
After you poop. So I'm gonna use eucalyptus.
What did you put in there?
So,
water?
So this is 11.5 water, which is an emulsifier, meaning it changes the structure of the oil, the molecules in the oil, and it makes them so small that it mixes with water. So that's a level of the alkalinity in the water that actually creates that effect.
And you get that from the Canyon machine.
From the Canyon machine, or you can come visit me and I can hook you up. So I'm doing eucalyptus because I just love to spray eucalyptus in my bathroom. It reminds me of when I used to go, or you know, at the spa, and you have the eucalyptus in the steam room, right? So I use the spray before I take a shower, or I use it after. Yes, after we poop.
I like to use when my eucalyptus is almost over. I like to use the little bit remaining, change the cap of my essential oil, like my eucalyptus that comes like this. I change the cap and I put a spray.
You can cut this one.
And then I add the water and then I use that for when I shower and not just spray eucalyptus and I'm smelling it and it's like I'm at the spa.
And I'm also gonna add Serenity because it's very calming. And so I can also use it before my shower and whenever, the bathroom.
See, I use something different for my bathroom deodorizer for like the toilet. For like after, I use something different. I use, um, what's it called? Lemon eucalyptus
Uh-huh.
and a little bit of citronella because they're the odor, yeah,
The citronella is
neutralizers,
a neutralizer.
odor
Exactly.
neutralizer. So that's actually what I use for like toilet spray.
So here you go. And this.
And in that same way, you can make air fresheners for whatever it is that you want, for your office, for your bedroom, hey, for sleeping, right?
All right.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it smells so good.
So
All right,
good.
what else?
We can make the stainless steel
You
cleaner.
can make your own hand sanitizer.
Yes.
So again, remember we showed you that doTERRA already makes hand sanitizers. You could just buy that one and it's awesome. You're good to go. But let's say they're sold out, right? Because it's been happening because people are buying a lot of it. Or maybe you can only buy one at a time. Well, then you can create your own with the OnGuard essential oil.
You can also, let's say we are out of alcohol, like what happened at the beginning of the pandemic, use vodka, use a really high proof alcohol. And then you can add whatever essential oil you want. You can add a little bit of aloe vera. Just get creative, do some research. We're giving you a lot of resources and a lot of different recipes, so you get to make your own. And that's the fun part about making your own cleaning products. It's a great activity to do, like Barbie was saying, with your family, and just doing something together and educating our new generation and family that we no longer have to do the things that we were used to doing, that we can do things differently, that we can be more aware of like what's happening around us and what we're doing and what's being done to us through all of the products that are being sold to us.
So, a question here from Kira: do your glass bottles ever stop working, like the sprayer, as if they were clogged?
Yes. So that could be that you put too much oil or that you did not shake it. So if you shake it really well before you use it, you can avoid that. Sometimes the sprays, the pumps go bad. You just have to replace just that part. So you get some extra ones. And that's the reason why I like to use 11.5 water, because it's an emulsifier. So that just means that the level of alkalinity is so high that then you can mix that. So if you're local to me, you're welcome to come and try some of the water. But I would just recommend purchasing extra spray caps so that when that happens, you can just replace them. And for some of you guys, maybe you're already using doTERRA and you're loving it. That's wonderful. You know that you always have us for resources to ask us any questions. If you want to refer, if you want to share this with your family, we're doing a little special today. And if any of you want to place an order of 100 PV, the way that we purchase our oils, it's
I was gonna get into that.
Okay, well, you want to get into it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a little graphic that I wanted to show you, that I know that sometimes you might be looking at this, you're like, that's too much work. I just want to like just buy something and that's it, right? Or when I go to the store, grab something, whatever. What's something that's convenient, right? We are in this fast-paced world. We're all about convenience at the expense of the environment, which after all, it's really not convenience, okay? So when we're talking about green cleaning, we're talking about green living and becoming more conscious and aware of how we're utilizing products and kind of like what happens to these products after we buy them, because a lot of this is going into our waters and it's going, to our trash. So are we using convenience but at the expense of the environment, or can we take the time to start to swap and upgrade the way that we clean, so that it's really a little more convenient for the earth? Okay, so advocate for eco-friendly alternatives. You can use essential oils. You can use basic products that are already in your home, like vinegar, baking soda, distilled water, or the Canyon Strong acidic water, like Jesicca mentioned, olive oil, alcohol. These are all products that we use here that are already in your home. Add a little bit of essential oils, and you can really become an advocate to begin to use eco-friendly alternatives when it comes to cleaning in your home. So say no to fragrance, say no to plastics, parabens, triclosan, chlorine, phthalates, and all of these chemicals that are endocrine disruptor and they're affecting your health. These are things that we're really not thinking about, right? Because on TV, on ads, everywhere you're being sold. Okay, you need to cleanse, you need to be antibacterial, you want to kill all the bacteria and the viruses. Yes, and at the expense of also killing our good bacteria. So also some things to think about how those products are affecting our health overall and the environment. Be aware of your own impact. Our earth is finite. Let's be stewards of our environment. Let's take care of it. And at the same time, we'll be taking care of ourselves when we choose alternatives such as essential oils and using everyday products that you already have at home, like we mentioned earlier.
All of these products that we're showing you, the eco-friendly way of making cleaning products is also good for our planet. So we didn't touch too much on that, but think about all the toxins that are going into our waters, into our oceans, in the planet, and it's really upsetting our ecosystem.
So join us in living healthy, sexy, and green, and let us be your wellness advocates. So we're going to tell you now how we do that. So you can become, stop share for this. Share another one, this one. Why is it sharing the same? Do it again. Stop share. Do I not have it open? Let me see. Go into here. I don't. All right, you want to start to talk about the ways that they can be customers?
Yes, you guys, if you are not a wholesale customer, that will be the first. You can buy retail, which we do not recommend because you're paying the most price. If you become a wholesale customer, then you will get a membership, which gives you 25% off all of our products whenever you use. And here we have our slide.
Yeah. You guys see that? Goes like this on the Zoom, if you guys can see that.
Can't see the chat.
All right. So you can buy products retail. That means that you're probably buying it at a store. You're probably buying it on, Amazon. It's really not recommended. Why? When you can buy it wholesale at 25% off. You get the best products at the best price. Think Costco. You get 25% below retail. You only need to pay a $35 membership for the whole year, and that you can be waived by purchasing a kit. You will have access to a library of resources. You have personal mentorship from us, and you're going to get a free wellness consultation so that we can help you start to swap these products little by little or all at once if you're ready for that. And you will be invited to continuing education classes such as this one. So just think about next time that you buy a cleaning product or an essential oil at like some store like Walgreens or something like that, remember that the cashier is not going to call you to see how you're doing with your products, to see, to give you some support with that. So when you buy with us, you get us in a way as your wellness advocates. So you can also become a wellness advocate, and that's who we are. And that's somebody who is interested in creating a business just like we do. And there is that opportunity. If that's something that kind of resonates with you, you kind of see what we're doing, you're like, I can do that. If you are a yoga teacher, you're a chiropractor, you are a wellness practitioner, you can also be a doTERRA wellness advocate and share these oils with your clients. And that's a whole other class, which will be coming up soon as well next month. But for now, just know that there is that opportunity as well. Some of the membership perks when you become a wholesale customer of ours is, and you become a doTERRA customer, is that you can be part of the loyalty rewards program. And this is a program that gives you perks. You talked about points earlier, and that means that every time you shop, you get points back. And these points are like doTERRA dollars that you can use to pay for products in the future. You can also get free points and all that. And then we share that with you once you enroll with us, and we tell you.
We can go into
so here's some ideas of different kits that you can buy. And remember, when you buy a kit, you waive the $35 fee, and that means that you also get them below wholesale. Okay, so here's an option. You get a diffuser with all these oils. You got the lemon there, and the OnGuard and the peppermint, which we used today. You can get one with supplements, and this is more like a healthy habits kit. So this is what we recommend if you're somebody like less last class was about digestive health.
Mhm.
So this is one that we recommend for that. And then this is the healthy home. This is the one that we recommend for today's class because it has your hand soap, it has your shampoo, conditioner, and it's got your toothpaste, your concentrate cleaner, your hand sanitizer. So this would be like your going green kind of kit all done for you with a diffuser as well. And then the Healthy Start Kit, it has the 10 of the top oils, but at the 5 milliliters, so the smaller ones, with a diffuser as well. So what you see here, the R is the retail price and the W is the wholesale price. Okay, and then this is the Adaptive Kit, which is for more mind and emotions, and we're gonna have a class on that at the end of the month. And that is it for our presentation today. Again, if you are already a customer of ours and you want to, and you're ready to start your swapping for your green products, please be sure to reach out to us. And if you are brand new and you're just getting into this and you're like, I'm ready, please either connect with Jesicca or I, whoever invited you here. If someone else invited you here, please connect with them if they're a wellness advocate as well.
And what I was saying before is for this month, we're giving away a Breathe Touch, which is a roller bottle with our respiratory blend, which I absolutely recommend everyone to have one because we're in a global crisis when it comes to our respiratory system, walking around with masks. It's so important that we replenish our lungs, that we give it the best oxygen, the best way of taking in oxygen. I love to put this blend in my mask when I go out. It really helps me to open up my airway so that I can breathe better. And I share it everywhere that I go and I see amazing results, and I would love for you to have one. So if you place an order over 100 PV, around $100, and you will get that for free as a gift. So make sure to reach out to us if that's something that you want to take advantage of. And we love to see you and have you and our family.
Awesome. Oh, we have some comments on our Facebook. This is a great job. Oh, thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Amy. And Trina, yes, Trina, fragrance, perfume, neutral flavor, chlorine, and feminine care products as well. Yes, thank you so much for sharing your knowledge, Trina. Trina, it's Brian's cousin, and she actually got me. She's one of the first ones that got me into sharing green products. Can you take that out?
The volume.
when I was representing another company, like early in my days when I started, doing health coaching, the Ava Anderson. Remember how you see all things Ava Anderson? Yeah, that kind of changed names, changed everything, and well, then I went with this. Anyhow, thank you so much, Trina, for sharing that stuff. And I think this is it. We went over 4 minutes. We want to respect your time. If you still have questions, if you're watching the replay or anything like that, you know how to get in touch with us. Thank you so much for spending your evening with us. Next week, we have pumpkin spice and everything nice. So we're going to talk about scents, sips, and
we're gonna make some
sweets, sentences. So we're gonna share with you a pumpkin pie latte, which is it's the season for that. So what are some of the diffuser blends that you can do for the holidays, for the season, the autumn season,
and some desserts, some yummy desserts using some of the essential oils that go well with the season.
Yes. All right. And then at the end of the month, it's trick or treat. So it's all about emotional health. And we're going to talk about how the mind is playing tricks on you, or how you can treat it, right? What are some treats that you can do? So that's going to be at the last Tuesday of the month.
So please join us and share, invite your friends, your family, everyone can benefit from all of this information. So feel free to invite as many people as you want. We want to spread the love and share. So join the movement. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, guys. So remember, stay healthy, sexy, and green. Mwah.
Wait,
what?
Sometimes I like to.
Okay, we're going to do stops, live stream. Bye.